All right, cool. Officially sponsored by Nuego.
For real.
Until we get Nike.
Inshallah. It's coming now. All right, cool.
Here we are.
We're back. It's the core. It's your boy, Mr. Marcello. I'm joined by the best in the game.
Man like Driz, we're out here. This is the core. Also matched up with the one and only.
Come on, man. It's Frago in the building, man.
Big F.
Let's go. Let's go.
No F's given.
No F's given.
Only one.
What's going on, people? How we doing, man? What's going on?
Good, man. I've had a stressful week, to be honest.
Busy, innit? Working, man.
Not just that, fam.
What other things?
But ever since I come off Big Brother, all the girls they want to be wife. I keep telling them.
It's animal, bro.
Must be a...
You only want me for my runner-up status.
It's true, bro. Do you feel like as you come out, the kind
I feel like they think I won the 90K.
Yeah, word.
They forgot something important.
Secret cash.
Bro, do you feel like that? Though? Do you feel like ever since you come out, the way people approach you and chat to you is kind of different? Is it like is there a different energy?
A little bit, yeah. Like a little bit. It's like the people that I was trying to get in contact with before are easier to get in contact with a little bit. Do you know what I'm saying? The responses are a bit more speedy.
For real, though, huh?
Yeah. Great.
That's good, man. No, it's true, innit? I like
Just
it.
skating through.
But that's life, though, I guess, isn't it? The more that you have, the more
business
you achieve, the more people will reply to you.
It's true. I hear it. What are we talking?
Digging.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been doing music for ages, man. You know, to get a response to "Hi, how are you?" It's like 2 to 3 weeks.
Yeah, it's true. No, I know, bro. I
if
know,
you're
man.
lucky.
It's a weird game, man.
Depends if it's your birthday that weekend. Otherwise, you might not hear back from them. You gotta wait till the birthdays, and so people feel bad, doesn't it? No, it's different now, isn't it?
Yeah.
I got 3 Gregs the other day.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I got.
I was with you. That was in Brixton.
I got it for you. Yeah, you benefited from it, not even me.
Great, man.
I was in Greg's in
Where did you get that
Brixton.
vegan sausage roll?
Yeah, you did, bro.
I did. How'd you know that?
Because there's only one thing I can get when I go there.
Come on,
blood.
Yeah,
Yeah,
vegan
it was
sausage.
nice, you know. It's actually nice.
of course, vegan sausage rolls from
It was
Greg's.
nice.
Was
I
it fresh
enjoyed
though? Like, was it hot?
Yeah, he
Bruv,
got me a hot one.
The last time I
Because
went there, it was cold, man.
This
And they don't reheat it for you either.
This is the difference between you and me, fam. I'm telling you,
See,
when you
that's
do
what Big Brother does, bro.
Runner-up, you get your vegan sausage rolls
Get
hot
your
and
love.
fresh, bro.
There you
Yeah,
go.
love.
Remicrowave
Get your clout out, fam.
Yeah, man.
for that vegan roll.
Yeah, you've been busy though, bro. So I know, like, music wise, work wise, we've been busy. We've been doing a lot.
We've been busy. We've been doing a lot. I told you.
Yeah.
You know, for me, coming out of there, it's like nothing much has changed because I'm still doing everything I was doing from before. I think the podcast is a nice asset to the artillery. I enjoy the podcast with you guys, and I think that we all go through things in a week and, you know, we discuss what we want to talk about. And I think we do have an idea of what we want to talk about today. I think it's a subject which will be close to a lot of people's hearts, especially if you're living life, chasing your goals.
Yeah.
You know, trying to be the best you, but then you've got obviously the relationship thing, which is an overbearing kind of pressure. You know, especially as you get older, like people look at you sometimes like, so like,
That when.
you're still single.
Yeah.
Like, what's going on? You know what I mean?
It's true.
But then for me, it's like explaining that to people sometimes. I feel like a zombie.
Yeah,
like like people look at me like I'm diseased.
Yeah, nah, for real.
Like, you know, I'm actually just focusing on my work. Like, but you're gonna get married though, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, I don't know. See how it goes. He's like, no, you got to have kids. I'm like, he's like, you got kids? He's like, yeah, fucking hell. It's like, what? You got a wife? Yeah. Pressure.
Yeah.
Can't stand her. I'm like,
Can't stand it. He's giving you the talk to get
It's the
married.
worst. It's always like that as well.
I'm
You know?
still getting coerced into it, so I'm a bit confused. Like, did they just want me to join them in the misery?
I think it is that. I never understood that.
Literally,
you know?
that's what it is.
I never understood it. It's like not to say they're jealous of you, but it's like they're kind of envious that you can go out there and do what you want. It's like, when you gonna come over to this side, bro, and just start reining it in, man. Like, chill out.
Yeah, it feels like that sometimes. Yeah. It's hard, but I mean, for me, I don't know about you guys, but I feel like when you are chasing your dreams and like this kind of thing, and like, I've been chasing music from when I was like really like 11 years old, and I've got this kind of like connection to it, which is like my life purpose. So I feel like sometimes for me that comes first over everything, and I do have to compromise sometimes with the love side of things. Like, don't get me wrong, I meet girls I like a lot.
Yeah.
Not a lot as much as I used to when I was younger. As you get older, for me, it kind of like actually, I don't know about you, but it comes more of a rare occasion for you to meet someone that makes you like, whoa.
For sure.
Oh, okay, yeah. Stand out.
So I remember one time I started to devalue that feeling because I was feeling it like twice a year. I'll be like, I'll always, like, someone will come up. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I'm feeling this like,
What, that feeling of kind of liking someone?
yeah, you know when you like
that
someone,
initial
like
feeling, yeah.
and you're excited to text them back, or if they don't text you back,
Yeah.
you're on the ropes. Like, do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bit like that. But then I had that quite a lot, and then I started to devalue it. And then as I got older, I realized it doesn't come as much. And after a bit of like heartbreak or, you know how it gets tough sometimes, you become less willing
Yeah.
to put up with that. So it's harder to get in that situation where you're feeling for someone. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
100%, bro. 100%, man.
It's a sticky one though.
Yeah.
It's a sticky one, bro, because like you were saying, if you're grinding, trying to find your way, and like you for instance, coming out the Big Brother house, being free to be able to do all of these like interviews and things like that. Imagine you had like
Yeah.
your loved one that you've been away from for 6 weeks.
Yeah.
She's gonna be expecting to
It's
go,
true.
maybe even go
Facts,
somewhere.
yeah.
I mean, taking you out of the game,
Yeah,
taking you
yeah,
out of the
yeah.
light, and that's sacrifices that you
It's
can't
true.
be making when you know you want to be in that,
Yeah, man.
in that side of the
So
world. You know what I
true.
mean? So it's got its pluses and it's
Yeah.
got its
It's true,
negatives,
man.
but that's the debate,
Yeah.
isn't it? That's
Nah,
where
I
we've got
fully
to dig
agree,
into
man.
things and get to the core of it.
100%.
Yeah,
Fully agree, man. I think it's difficult in like any relationship where you have to kind of consider somebody else, and where you're chasing something that kind of requires 100% of you to be able to kind of take away from you and give to someone. It's like, is that like taken away from what you, like, your capability? Is that taken away from if you gave 100% to it instead of giving maybe 50 to her or 20 to her? It's like, if I could just lock into my whole craft right now, she's gonna have to compromise, unfortunately. Are we okay with that as men? Are we okay with the girl of our dreams compromising? Does that unbalance us? Does that mess us up and then stop us from being able to perform? It's like, I find it difficult. I find it hard to kind of balance the two.
Yeah, I think also you got to know yourself, innit? Like, over time you get to know yourself more, innit?
Yeah.
And like for me, one thing I realized about myself is when I was in relationships, I'm too nice. So it's like, I might have a podcast to do, right, on a Friday, and then my missus calls me and she's like, oh, do you want to go to see the new movie at the cinema on Friday? And I'm like, yeah,
dilemma.
I'll do that. So now I'm calling up the podcast and I'm postponing that or whatever, yeah? And I'm doing that, really, if I'm going to be real.
No.
I'm going to be real, though.
Yeah.
That actually stems from a place of insecurity, because you feel like, if I don't link my babes on Friday, does that mean she's going to go out with her mates on Friday and potentially be at the club or something?
Okay.
So then, but that's what a lot of the relationship thing does to you if you get nitty gritty with it, is because you have to put your foot down and be the guy who's not the nice guy. Like, you have to say to your girlfriend or babes, and she has to understand. You have to be lucky enough to be with someone who understands that I have to do this today, so therefore you got to take a back seat.
Yeah.
If that person can understand that, that's great.
Yeah.
But in my experience, it's hard to find someone who's going to understand that and really want to put your career first over our relationship. And that I don't even expect anyone to actually do that.
No.
Do you get what I'm saying?
The only thing is, maybe like if you was with someone that's in that sort of field with you, though, you feel like that helps. Like if you got someone that's, you know, got an influence,
Yeah, I think they understand it more.
does their own promotion work, or gets called up to do things, and is, you know, away from you at times.
For sure.
I
think they would understand it more. And like, I can even speak on experiences. Like, there's definitely more of an understanding. I think ultimately, at the end of the day, humans are human, and like, you fall in love with someone or you get so close to someone, you crave their attention. And it's
the L word, you know.
no, but it's true though. No, for real though, man. Like, whether it's like love or anything, you fall for someone. More time you're going to be giving them energy, and I'm saying to you, that might take away from both of your crafts, you know. So it could be, you might want to date someone who's not in the industry, because they might be able to give you more, you know what I mean? They might be able to give you more of their time, whereas you can't. So you might need someone that's quite accessible, because I might need you from 11 till
to ride with
p.m.
you as well.
Yeah, or like just to like, I'm only free from 11 p.m. till 11 a.m. tomorrow. After that, I got to roll, I got to move. So I need you to kind of be accessible to roll with me. So if she's got too much commitments, it's going to be hard for us as well. It's going to be hard. So you got to find out what type of person you're dealing with, whether that's
for real.
what works for you, innit?
I mean, from my experience, like, as I've been making music all my life, I find that in order to like achieve greatness in yourself and like to make yourself actually remarkably talented, undeniably talented, there is this kind of like solitary process that has to come about, and it's like you can't give in to every relationship or girl that you meet, or guy if you're a girl, you know, likewise. And there is just like, on a quest to be great, there is just a sacrifice that has to be made, in my opinion, and there is no middle ground about it. I think a lot of people try and persuade me into thinking like, oh, you can find someone though that would be the middle ground. I'm like, yeah, but that's not the point, really. The point is that this is your solo mission, and it's gonna require alone time.
Yeah.
And that's it. Like, and for me, it's like linking up with someone, a girl, even if she understands you, there's gonna be a time where you're doing up Netflix or sitting there doing up dinner, spending £120 on a dinner, doing Netflix, chilling there, doing nothing.
It's gonna happen.
Like from my life, I don't enjoy them things because I'm just poisonously ambitious. I don't know, but I don't, when I'm doing 120 on a dinner, whatever money on a dinner, £40 even, I'm like, in my head, I'm like, that could have gone on cover art, or that could have gone on podcast. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I'm bad like that.
No,
And I think everyone's got to know yourself, and you have to be honest with yourself. It's like, do you really want the thing you're having?
Yeah.
You're chasing. Do you really want that? Like, or are you doing it because it's your way of like creating an identity or whatever, like whatever it is? If you really want it, yeah, in my opinion, because there's so much competition, especially in places like London where there's people actually working night and day,
Yeah.
you can't afford to sit back and do up cuddles whilst watching Breaking Bad after you've watched it probably once over already. That's the water. But do you get what I'm saying? Like, for me, I always think back to like the old days, like when you get these artists like Picasso or Van Gogh. It's like, I wonder if they were in a relationship when they were cultivating their craft and trying to like figure out if they were actually insane or not. Like, you know, these people, were they sitting there? They weren't doing Netflix. I know that. He was probably drawing babes.
But
you know?
generations, but like, not to cut you, sorry, but
No.
times were different then as well. I think expectations are also different. You know, like what Van Gogh, maybe he maybe had a space that he could just focus on that. I feel like now there's a lot of expectation on us as men, like to be able to do certain things for women, and it's like maybe that makes it harder for us to just go hard on something. Whereas back then it was like maybe it was a bit more leeway. Like, no, you can do your thing, and I'm here when you're ready. But I'm not saying that's right either, by the way. I'm just saying I think it's different times, innit?
Well, how have you navigated your relationship life whilst pursuing music and?
Or prior to now, because obviously now I'm single, innit? So like, I think prior, like when I've been, say that again.
Said the ladies heard that, right?
When you hear prior, you know something. Like,
Nah, yeah, I'm single, man.
Right.
Just but
SFL or just single for now?
No, SFL. SFL. We focus, man. We focused. I mean,
$9.99 membership. We offer support and
we
guidance.
do offer support and guidance,
SFL,
man.
single for life.
We
If
do,
you
man.
want to join, hit me up.
Hit my phone, man. Hit my brother's phone.
Right here.
See you all right now. But yeah, like, I feel like obviously I'm like you, bro. I've always, like, from young, since like 14, I've loved music as well. Obviously inspired by you too, bro.
Thank you.
And like, dating's always been a thing for me where I haven't been in many relationships, bro. Like, in my life, I haven't been in a lot at all. So I feel like I've always tried to keep myself to myself and not try to get too invested in someone else's. Cause I'm like you, bro. I'm too nice as well, man. I end up giving too much of myself to someone, and that always, bro, and I mean it, always puts my stuff on the back burner. Whether that's music, whether that's self-care, gym, just positive habits, bro. It puts my stuff to a back burner, and I focus so much on this other person to make sure they're good. And I think that's an issue because I create this dynamic where it's like they come to me for things too, you know, to make, like, if they're not feeling good, they're gonna come to me because they know I'm gonna cater to that. And then long term, it's like, what am I'm not really getting. That's why I always said, right now where I'm at, I don't see what a relationship does for me. It doesn't benefit me to be in a relationship. And that's why I say I can meet an amazing girl. I've met amazing women and big them up, man. But I can't say I'm comfortable watching you compromise because there's certain things I can't afford to give to you right now. I need to focus on this. And if I don't, I'm going to hate myself. So because of that, I moved away. Like, I moved away from relationships and stuff. I just stay focused on my thing, bro. Same as you, similar.
Yeah,
you know?
I think
100%.
it's hard because I really do think, like, if I'm being brutally honest, because I think my gift as a person is looking at my life objectively and actually being honest about what made me make that decision, not getting lost in that the ego side.
Yeah.
And I just think, when it comes to love and relationships, one, like you said, I'm too much of a people pleaser.
Yeah.
So I'll always compromise when I'm in love and I'm trying to do the whole relationship. Whether I've been in love or not, I still don't know. But, I end up doing too much for them.
Yeah.
But rooted in the fact that I'm scared if I don't do it, someone else will do it for them.
Okay.
So if I don't give you all my time, and if I go to my podcast when I could be going on a date with you, I feel like I'm gonna lose you. Do you get what I'm saying?
It's an insecurity.
Especially over time. So it's insecurity, and I think there is real, like, a tremendous amount of respect that I give to someone who is chasing their dream, who can put their foot down and be like, no, babe, I'm doing this today for me.
Yeah.
And it doesn't have to be said like that, but the woman also, or the partner, if you're a girl and a boy, the partner understands.
Yeah.
And, like, I can give you brief examples. Like, in my life, honestly, I've probably met 2 girls, and I'm giving a plus extra just because I know there's probably been another one, but 2 girls that when I'm making music, they actually just enjoy observing the creative process.
That's good. That's good.
And I've only had that very rarely, and I can really only pinpoint it on 2.
Yeah.
And bro, it says it all really. Like, I've been with a lot of girls before where, you might catch a wave together, you might be over, and then you catch a wave and you're like, oh, I want to do some music. And you're like, is it right if I do some music? And she's like, yeah. But after 10 minutes, she's like this.
Yeah, just tuned out.
Triggered. Literally.
And then it's hard to carry on with a clear head. And I always think of that as like a wider metaphor for how pursuing a career in something you love, which might be against the grain, which might involve hours time, comes across to someone who might not be completely familiar with what it takes to try and make your dreams come true.
Yeah.
What about you? Do you ever feel like you've had to...
But I feel like I'm the perfect example of this, bro, because think of it this way, like, obviously I've got kids, so for me,
Shout out to the big daddy as well.
Come on.
Good daddy.
I wouldn't be, like, the commitments I have for my kids. I see them 4 times a week. Do you know what I mean? They stay with me. I pick them up from school, and I get to do that out of, like, my choice. Do you know what I mean? Like, I could easily say, I've got to grind, I've got to do this, I've got to, you know what I mean? Which is cool. I am doing that still. I'm working and everything like that. But if I got a girl, for instance, now, it's like an extra commitment where I might have to say I need to reduce how many times I can see my kid because I need to fit in now a woman. And it's like, how can I do that? I wouldn't want to do that to my kids, especially at the age they are. So for me, it's like my focus is, working hard for them and spending time with them, because time is worth more than anything. Do you know what I mean? Memories and things like that. So I see it as, if I gave away my time right now to a woman, which is it necessary right now whilst I'm watching my kids grow and having the best memories, like, at the moment? I still get girls, I still chat to girls, but to have one that I'm gonna be, like, fully committed to and in love again and all of that stuff, that's gonna take a lot from a lot of things. Even this tonight, like, I'm not with my kids this evening. So would I be here or would I be with a girl? Like, I know I'll be with a girl, so it's gonna mess up me having this opportunity to be here with you lot, to pursue things that we want to do. And that's why I know, for me, like, I'm a perfect example of, I need to, like, why my positives to doing what I'm doing. Do you know what I mean? It shows my positives because I can still have some sort of relationship with a girl that understands my situation and knows that I can't give her my time like that. But when I've got time, we can go out, we can do something, have fun. But my main focus is, if I can have my time, it's going to be for my kids and to grind like that. So
I fully agree with that, man. I fully agree with that. It's actually a very good point, man.
I think it's a great example.
Exactly, it's a great example.
I think at the end of the day, in our relation to that example, the kids is my music.
That's what I'm saying.
And I know it's
a good way to put it.
Silly, but it is for us.
Baby,
and
man.
From another perspective, right? Like, how can you compare your kids to music? But when you don't have kids, you do have
a
baby. You look at it like a baby, and it's like,
It's your commitment as well.
yeah, but then it's like, how important is love in this day and age? Like, I fully think that, you know, in our grandparents' time, even our parents' time, love held a bit more value. And it was like, back then, what the sole thing is, you know, you come over, you get your job, you get your crib,
Yeah.
no, you get your family,
Yeah.
you get your girl, you get your crib, you're sorted, yeah? Nowadays, it's so hard to get a house. Nowadays, there's so much dilution in the sense of potential people to be your love interest, whether it's Tinder, social media, all the dating apps. Like, there's so much that there isn't a direct route in life anymore. And it's like, am I a TikToker? Am I a YouTuber? Do I want to be an actor? Do I want to go work on the mines? Do I want to go work on the tracks? Do I want to be a musician? There's so many unlimited options that are all feasible.
Yeah.
And it's not as simple as it was back then. When our grandparents came over, for instance, from Cyprus, they were straight into the warehouse, the factories, sewing.
Facts.
Because that was what a good Greek would do.
Yeah.
And that's what their thing was. You'd go in there, you get in the factories, you learn how to sew, you hopefully one day open up your own factory, you get enough money to buy a house, which was equivalent of like £6,000. You can make the money, you get your wife, you have your kids, easy.
Yeah.
Fairly easy. Don't get me wrong, they didn't even have lights back then. So it was a different struggle. But now the struggle is having a dream which could be a plethora of different opportunities, things that you love, whether it's acting, even if you want to be a restaurateur or a food critic, all of these things are feasible. A TikToker, a YouTuber, so many options. So there's so much confusion there. Then you factor in the love stuff, and it's like Tinder, Bumble, Hinge, Grindr, if that's your thing. Did you get what I'm saying? There's so much.
Fact.
It's like, where do you begin?
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. What you said about for our grandparents and people like that. Yeah, you know how in the olden times, if you looked at another woman, like they would say, like, you got the best thing at home and all of this stuff. Like you're not meant to have options, and there was less options for them back then. So the fact that it's like the world is created to give you options.
Yeah,
crazy.
Like, and they throw it in your face. Sign up. You're gonna get 53 swipes and all of this stuff, and it's like
free blowjob.
Like.
But they know that, man. They
free blowjob,
know
you
that,
know.
man. They know that.
But that's what I'm saying. Like they realize that relationships this day and age don't exist like how they used to exist, like old school love and all of that stuff. Like you might get it here and there, but the world is designed to now tell people there's options after option. There's app after app. There's you know what I mean,
and
all of that
values.
madness. That's what I'm saying.
The actual thing.
Yeah.
Because it's so diluted now.
Yeah.
It's not a magical process anymore.
Sure,
it's not like I meet this girl at a dance that was put on by someone I don't even know, and we locked eyes. And even me, my last girl that I really liked was in a time where social media wasn't the way it was. And, you know, it was like, for me, I'm bad because I know there's a lot of couples that meet on Tinder, but every time I meet someone who met on Tinder, and I've got friends that are in love from Tinder, I'm always like, oh, like that though. Like that though. Like, I will always, you know, whether it's a fantasy or not, I always like the idea of meeting someone in like some unusual circumstance. Like,
no, I get
maybe
you,
man went to Belgium on a 2-day trip, and I just met this girl, and then she messaged me after, and I was like, you know, something magical that I'm gonna remember. Do you know what I mean? The Tinder,
a little Cyprus romance.
Yeah,
I know a lot of people
a
not on
Napa
Tinder,
romance.
so I'll be catching some strays for that one. But at the end of the day, like, Tinder is great for people because some people work really hard in it, and they can't have the time to go out and about, and it's like, it makes sense.
No, 100%.
You know what I mean?
I think the best way to meet someone is face to face, and that
Would you ever do speed dating?
Yeah,
you would.
Would
That's
you?
mad. It actually come across my head the other day. I was thinking,
I thought like
they still do that speed dating.
Yeah, they do it.
That's
I think it'd be fun.
Hey,
innit?
we should do that one day and
Keep you on your
do
toes.
a little show on that and
spin,
come back
what is
and
it, like
talk
3
about
minutes?
our experience.
What is it, like 3 minutes each table? A couple minutes, you spin off.
Something like that.
I'd
Your
enjoy that.
game's got to be on point.
100%.
Got to be on point.
What about what? And then people at the end write your name if they want to date you.
I think, and then they contact you via the company or something.
Really?
Something
That's
like
quite
that.
hard, you know. What are you saying, us, man?
I'll do speed dating.
Let's go.
I won't come over
But
with
just
no
for the
girls.
should
bands,
blog
but
it
we
as
got
well.
to do it. Uh-huh.
Is that illegal? Can you not like cam it up and
We should ask girls to come here.
yeah?
Sit on Ferguson's face.
Oh,
You'd love that.
As long as they ain't Nipsey, I don't mind. I want Nipsey here next time, bro. Rest
You
in
want
peace,
Nipsey,
Nipsey, man. Yeah, rest in peace, Nips, man.
Come on, man. Look at these.
We got that
tees,
legend
bro.
though.
Yeah, big him up, man. He's alright,
Heisenberg.
man. Yeah, he done his thing, man.
What?
If it was an Arsenal
What did you say about
manager,
him?
I'd be more comfortable.
One of the greatest managers of all time.
Jizzy, let him know, man.
Since he left, though, I ain't gonna lie, Man United crumble.
Well, there you
bro.
go.
Apple crumble, bro.
There you
but
go.
yeah, him and Wenger in it. They had the
Yeah.
best like
Icons
rivalry.
like Tupac and Biggie.
Yeah, literally of the football era.
That's actually a
They
good
were the best.
comparison.
Like that was the best rivalry in the Premier League. 100%.
Yeah.
Legends, man. Shout out.
So, is love a priority to you?
Not right now, no.
But like love is in like intimate love with like people that aren't family members and stuff like that, you mean? Or like
Right.
as a whole love?
No, like meeting someone, a partner that's gonna hold you down for the rest of your life. Like, is that a part of your vision for yourself?
No, it's not a priority, I'll be real.
Mm.
It's not something I'm like craving or aiming for.
Did that perspective change at some point? Do you remember it changing? Was love a priority at some point and then it kind of diminished in your head, or?
I think the way, and we all grew up quite similar, but I think the way we grew up, like we were kind of like, our perspectives were kind of, not to say molded, but do you know what I mean? The way we grew up, like Cyprus lifestyle, you know what that's like, Driz, at 12 years old, 13 years old, you're going out, you're hitting the clubs, you're meeting women. And I think that kind of cements a certain type of perspective, even on, for example, like, you know, the man them that maybe never got women when they were young, when they get into their first relationship, they kind of really hold on to it. It's like, because maybe they never been with a girl, they never had a girl do certain things with them. So it's like, it's a mad experience for them. But
and they
if
fall off.
Yeah.
Like, you don't see them
Yeah,
man ever
they
again.
disappear, bro.
Don't see them man ever again.
It takes
I
over.
find those guys, from my experience, the people that end up in relationships,
Yeah.
more often than not, their mum and dad been together
Yeah, that's
for a
true.
long time.
Yeah.
Awkward.
That's true.
My parents are together, bro. I got a failed relationship.
Yeah, but you got too close to Marchi. All that shit that got passed on to you, fam.
Corrupted me since he messaged me on MSN. Come to Cyprus.
That's so funny.
It was
By the way,
over, bro.
Yeah, quick background story. How me and Drizzy met. We met through my oldest friend, who I literally was born in the same hospital with, and all that stuff.
Shout outs to Raf.
Shout outs to
Big
Raf.
man Raf.
We met through him, and then like a week after we met, we was on MSN, and I was like, "Yo, bro, I'm going to Cyprus next week. Do you want to come?" And he was like, "Hold on, let me ask my mum." He come back to me about 10 minutes later. He was like, "Yeah, she said I can go."
It's mad.
And we ended up going at like, I think it was 15 the first time we
Is
went.
that the time?
First time, yeah.
You know the time. You know what I'm speaking about. Is that time?
When Bapu was upset with me.
Yeah. Bapu was upset.
Got upset with me.
That was actually
Marcello,
like,
what happened to your friend, Ray?
but can I say that's
Sick
why
holiday.
it's important to travel and just do things with your friends, because
Yeah.
what I've noticed about life as I got older is that it's very easy to fall into loops of nothingness. And like, you might be grinding or working and that might seem really important to you, but like, trust me when I say 5 years, 10 years pass and you look back on the moments, you don't know what you was doing.
Yeah.
And imagine a life where you look back and you're like, what did I do? And I'm guilty of that. I'm not saying I'm not. I'm guilty of that. I've spent since Corona pretty much just getting by
Yeah.
and following my dream, doing the work musically, and I've had amazing moments from it. But I will say the best moments I've ever had is traveling.
Yeah.
Holiday romances, being single,
100%.
enjoying it. And it's like, I think a lot of people like me, I stand on this single thing, innit? Like SFL, I've been screaming that for like nearly 10 years. Literally. Yeah. SFL. Single for life. And people, you automatically get a lot of people that don't like that.
Yeah.
And they assume you're effing around, seeing a lot of girls.
Like, they just think you're a dog and all of that.
And they're right.
That doesn't mean that.
I said they're right.
No, you're joking.
What I will say is, it's not that.
Yeah.
When you do commit to the goal, the dream, following your instinct, your gut, this kind of deep connection you have with life, of like me chasing this music thing and like whatever. Like, bro, you ain't got no time to be linking girls all the time. It's not like that.
Yeah,
bro.
no
It's
way.
like, people need to understand you get to a point where you're done. You're done. You don't want to see girls all the time. In fact, you're slyly looking for someone to sweep you off your feet.
Yeah.
More than anything, it's just not happening.
Yeah.
So then you resort to just the alone time, the working, the chilling with the man them. Listen, one thing I'm going to say, I'm going to be honest, always and open on this. This is the core, and I don't like to just mince my words, fam, to be honest. Like, of course, I love magical moments, whether that's me in the airport and I bump into a girl in departure lounge and then we're accidentally sit next to each other on the plane, and we go to holiday and we have the best time. Like, I love all that.
Amazing, yeah.
Magic, yeah. And that's why I don't like getting in relationships too, because it's like
Kind
there's
of
so
blocks
much
that,
magic out
stops
there.
that.
It's like when I'm in a relationship, I know I'm giving her my all. I'm doing that.
I get you.
And bro, I'll be again. I'm gonna always be honest with you guys. I've cheated in the past. Like, you know, my last relationship, I didn't. My last relationship was 8 years ago. All right, I didn't cheat, but I have, and I know the value of staying loyal is so important. Like, trust me when I say
100%.
It clears your mind. It just builds up a deeper bond. No guilty conscience. That is a huge difference. You don't risk traumatizing someone for life. But for what? I prefer to be single and just like having the magic, because life's short, man. And the only thing that people really get in relationships for, so they have kids to look after them when they can't look after themselves.
I'm set up ready.
Yeah, no, but there is like, and like I'll be the other side of the argument for that. There is definitely like positives that come with being in a relationship, and there's a lot of women out there that will argue that, you know, you being single, you're more distracted. As a man who's not single in a relationship, you can be more focused because you're not distracted by all these women you see in the street. There's only one woman you're going back to, and you're not in the airport in departure lounges bumping into randomers having magical moments. You're locked in onto your grind. So you go into departure and you're just on your laptop doing what you're doing, and then it's like boom, straight to the plane off to, instead of getting caught up in that whirlwind, right? So it's like, I guess the argument that even I'm asking, because I'm not sure, is it possible to be more focused in a relationship? You know, people say behind every great man is a woman, like is a strong woman, right? It's like, what about that argument? Do those women still exist? Is that still a real thing? Is that a thing? Can you be more focused when being in a relationship? Have we got the opposite end of the spectrum? Right.
Do you know what it is like? I feel like there's some girls, obviously, but there's girls out there that's gonna be bare supportive, probably even push you to do better things with yourself. I can't even lie. My kid's mum, she was like that, bro.
Yeah.
She was always wanting me to do better things. You know what I mean? And so you do find them women, but then, like Marchie said, you want someone that's there with you that can break up that shit, like that seriousness. And like he said, that he wants to go make his music and she can chill there and vibe to the tune and not sit there and be like, this is time being wasted for her.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So for me, it's like when I see that, it makes more sense to me that there is girls like that out there, but I don't know, bro. Like to come across that now, it's rare, bro. A lot of girls are grinding for themselves. A lot of girls are like trying to put themselves out there for themselves. Anything they make is about them. Do you know what I mean? So it's a hard world to find a good girl like that. And if you do get them, you know what I mean? I would love to see you, man. I'd love to see you, man, have kids and you know, at your weddings and things like that. All of us, you know what I mean? All the boys. But when the time comes, there's no limit on it. Do you know what I mean? Okay, yes, for certain women, the age for like having babies and stuff. But I know you, man, don't mind them over like 25's
good genes
and above for you, man. So.
Got them good genes. You don't need to worry about age. You're good.
So I'm saying for all of us, you know what I mean? We wanna experience that as boys and have, you know, stags and things like that. But at the same time, when you got big dreams like to do music, both of you, it's like you could still pursue that. And I feel like certain times it might come across, what am I trying to say?
Selfish? Or...
Nah, like if you want to make your music and grind for yourself, my personal experience is, unless the girl can do that with you and she's like a best friend, not just your girl, do you know what I mean? Like you can walk to the shop and be like, yo, I'm bopping shop, and she's trainers, Air Forces are on, she's out the door. No questions. Like you go link the man them, she's rolling with you because she's chilling. Like she wants to have a little chill with you. Like there's no awkwardness. The man them know that's your girl, but she's like his best friend. Unless you got that, it's not worth it, bro.
It's gonna be difficult.
And that's hard to find. But like you said, when you do find it, you come across two.
Yeah, I know people that have that.
You know what I mean? I've come across a couple in my life, but that's...
Yeah, I've never experienced that. I've got brethren that have that, like their girls kind of like their right-hand man, like rolls with them everywhere. Literally, but like I've never had that. And also at the same time, it's like, and it's just me being honest. Do I want my girl around the man them like all the time when I'm posted up with the man? Like I want my guys to be able to talk about whatever they want to talk about. I don't want them to feel like I can't say that in front of Ren's
trust
girl.
me, there's girls your man them can still talk.
Yeah, okay,
I'm
cool.
telling you,
Yeah.
it's because you
Yeah,
know you're
yeah.
so comfortable with that girl
Yeah, it's true.
that you don't
Okay, yeah.
like when the man them are doing them things and you're out and she's rarely not there,
Mhm.
like in a club or that. Are you gonna be that guy? Because you know
Okay.
the man them love your girl off as
Yeah,
well. Like
yeah,
she's
yeah.
part of the man them in a
Yeah, I
way
feel
kind
you,
of
man.
thing. So it's like you might hold it
part of the
down,
team, innit?
but
Yeah.
at the same time, whatever happens, happens, innit?
Yeah,
So
Stuff.
you never know. But everyone has to look her in the face again, and that's when it come
Yeah.
awkward. That's when you start saying to her, "Look, I'm just gonna go chill with the man
Yeah,
them
it's
tonight,"
techie
and,
now.
and it's techie. But I'm telling you, when you find that one thing that you can chill with like that,
Yeah,
and literally, bro, it's like a brethren thing, like straight.
yeah,
But there's the love, there's the that
Yeah,
sexual chemistry,
yeah.
all of that. It's a madness, bro.
yeah. You never had that, innit? Have you?
Said a couple times, kind of, no?
I've had one girl, French girl.
What, she was cool like that, like could
Ça
chill with
va bien.
the man them.
You were very cool, yeah.
Yeah.
And she used to like just watching me make music, and it always surprised me.
Yeah.
I'd retract and be like, "You're right."
Yeah.
Be like, he'd be literally like that, just leaning on my bed, watching, loving it.
Yeah. I've always respected that about you, you know. Like your ability to make music in front of like not just people in it, but just like women or whoever. Like I've always like I'm very like kind of solitary with it. I had to like learn to be able to make music around people. But you've always feel like you're sick, you'll just start making it.
I've been like that for a while.
Yeah.
Because I am music.
Yeah.
Honestly, I know it sounds mad, especially considering I haven't had mad success, but I genuinely don't think there's anyone in this world that's done music as long as I have.
Yeah.
I genuinely mean that. Like,
I mean, unless they're older than you, of course. Unless they're older than you, of course.
Yeah,
I'm saying, yeah.
significantly.
Where you are in your age, I get what you're saying. Yeah.
Broski, I've been making music since 11, and for 8 years, I've made music nearly every single day. And I say nearly just to be absolutely honest. But I make music every day, bro.
Yeah.
And I'm talking hours. And, when I meet a girl, they have to know from the get-go that I'm a nutter.
Creative, innit? You're creative.
I'm gonna make music halfway through our conversation because
yeah.
I'm like that, and I do it as almost like a therapy for me because I'm like, I'm not getting put in that situation again when music takes a back seat. Like that is not.
It's like a protection for you, innit? Like you're protecting.
Yeah,
your aura,
I put my foot down on it. I'm
Yeah.
like, I'm a creative pulse, and I just pulsate, and it's like I need someone to understand that.
Yeah.
And I let it be known from the beginning. That's what I'm on.
Yeah, I respect that, man.
But it took a long time to get there because I've been in situations where, bro, I've been in 3-year relationships. My music take a back seat. I ain't released.
Yeah. Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, bro,
setbacks.
now I'm compromising my life, and then I break up with a girl. She's
And that's
gone.
the thing as well. For what he literally just said, took the words out of my mouth. You've done all of that for it to not go anywhere. For 3 years.
Yeah, that's
for 8 years, for 9 years.
The way I see
bro,
it,
like 2 years. That's years you can't get back. But unless you've had
good experience,
some good experience along the way,
learning
holidays
curves
and things like that, you can
yeah.
take that away with you.
And the way I see that situation is like, people need to be careful when they meet someone. They don't just get lulled into, oh, I'm gonna be with you, and I love you, or whether it's love or I really like you, to the point where now I'm compromising my previous obligations, e.g. friendship time, e.g. studio. Bro, I've known you 1 month. I'm replying to you like more than I would reply to my mum.
Yeah. That's actually the expectation too. Like from women, I'm saying they're probably expecting you to move like that, and if you're not, it's like he's not serious.
If you don't reply?
Yeah, like
bro,
if
let
he
me
takes
tell you
long,
something.
it's like he's
that
not serious. Like
has been the biggest mental release and stress release you can experience, bro. Is going from having to reply on point, otherwise you're doing this, you're doing that, or even if you're seeing a girl, oh, you're not really interested because you ain't replied for 5 hours, bro.
Yeah.
Relax. It's 5 hours, G.
Yeah.
Like it's even 24 hours. Are
Yeah,
you
yeah.
mad? Relax. Like I don't need to talk to you every second of every day, bro.
To reply, fam.
And that's what I'm saying. So when a girl's expecting you to reply, you lot know who you are. When they're expecting you to reply, bro, and you ain't got that stress anymore, like, cause bro, any person you're talking to is free. It's like free spirit kind of thing. Like, I want to see you when you're free. Let me know. Boom, it's done.
Natural.
Don't worry about, like, next time I'll let you know. Like, you know what I mean? It comes naturally. And there's no commitment. You tell her from the start, look, I'm happy to go on dates with you. I'm happy to see what happens, but I'm not trying to commit like that. You know, I got commitments myself already. If you kind of give them the truth, which is the truth from the start. And then, okay, sometimes girls do get a little bit emotional in it and take it to places where you said at the start it shouldn't really go. You get an odd few that happen, but the ones that understand the situation from the start and you've told them from the start, bro, them ones, you know what I mean? It's
100%, man.
You can flow with that, but the moment you get them, you don't have to listen to that reply, this, do that, bro. It's such a release.
And you hit the nail on the head there with what you said there. It's the truth. You have to be honest, bro.
Yeah, man.
Like, a lot of people don't understand what honesty is, because you have to have real confidence to be honest. Because let me tell you why. You just met a girl you really like, you think she's stunning. You want to see her again. You want to beat. You want to make love to her. You want to kiss her, whatever. Yeah? It takes a very strong man to be so open with their position on relationships, e.g. mine, where I know I don't want a future, where I'm going to tell that girl, who every part of my being wants to sleep with, wants to get to know better, wants to see again, something which might compromise me doing that with her. So you have to go, that's very hard to do. And it's like, you have to be that honest.
100%.
And I'll tell you another thing, it's actually the secret to every healthy relationship. When you're honest with a woman, or you're a girl and you're honest with a man, even if you tell them the thing they don't want to hear, they're going to appreciate the fact that you were honest with them, because there were so many people, and I'm talking 90% of people, that won't give them the honesty, and because it's so hard. Like, even me sometimes, like, I'm honest, but I might go, so I know I don't want to be in a relationship, but I might be with a girl I really like, and I'll be like, so I'm not really like looking for anything, but I'm kind of open to it. All right, I'm just giving you an example of how you can, like, kind of like
mislead. It's misleading.
And it's like,
to guarantees.
100%.
You have to be brutally honest. And the more honest you are, the more the other person will appreciate you, because then they can make a real assessment of the situation and decide what they want to do, as opposed to being misled however they've been in the past. So there is this kind of like obligation, if you are going to be seeing girls, to be brutally honest, even when it does compromise what you might want to do in the future with them. You know, you might just want to see them again to have some fun. But let them make an honest assessment, whether that's something they want to do too. You know, and more times than not, in my experience, bro, in the past, I used to have a lot of issues with girls. I'm like, why is she getting all clingy on me? Why is she going mad at me? Because I was lying. I was saying to them, oh yeah, I do want a relationship in the future, when I didn't, just in case it compromised me and her. And then she's shouting at me, but she's feeling more attached to me than I was, because I led her on. But now, when I'm honest, I don't have any issues with anyone. And I've been like this for years. It's proven.
So no, me too, man.
And I got kids, so for me, when I meet a girl, it's the first thing I say, bro. If we're out, us man, we know, in a bar, wherever we are,
bro. I've seen it.
I say straight away. I go like that.
Yeah,
that's my kids. You know what I mean?
Real one.
So dating apps.
Real one.
No, but literally, I show my kids they're my wallpaper. I'll never change it. Do you know what I mean? Like, I'm proud of it. And I've met people, you know, like that hide them things, and it's like, you say to them, bro, it's not worth it. Bro, because they will hate on that more. 100%. They will react to that more as well, and they can bite you in the ass, bro.
No, 100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like, if you're just honest from the start, tell them,
man.
You know, I got 2 kids. I'm involved in their life. I want to be part of their life. But some women find it attractive. Do you know what I mean? That they can see that you got purpose and things like that. Do you know what I mean? That you live for your kids and stuff. Like, women like that stuff,
man.
bro.
And women are smart creatures, bro. Like, you know, if you're not being fully genuine, you are lying to a woman. There's a certain side you'll never access. Like, there'll always be a certain, like, I mean, especially back in the day when I was just around the man them more, but I'd meet man them that know of me and I don't know of them, but they know a situation I've been in, and they're asking me questions like, well, how did you get her to like what did you do? What did you say? And I'm just like, bro, I'm just being myself more so than anything. It's like, I don't even want to speak on it. Like, I'm just doing me, bro. And it's like, I think guys come to situations a lot of the time putting on a facade, trying to think she wants to hear this, she wants to hear that. But like you man said, that truth and that asserting your boundaries and telling a girl, like, I can't do this and I can't do that. like you said, it gives her that clear headspace to be like, you know what, I want to fuck with him, or I don't want to fuck with him. And if she chooses to fuck with you, then the way she's gonna fuck with you is so separate to any other man she's been with, because she knows, look, he could have lost me when he told me his truth. I could have stepped back, but I'm gonna give him. I want to roll with him, so I'm gonna give him. You know, it's different vibes, man. Big up all the ladies in my past as well, man, because I always try to keep my communications and relationships very honest, bro. And it's not always easy, as you, bro. Them conversations aren't always easy, bro. Telling a woman that you like, but explaining to her that, like, I can't give you that right now, and I know you want that, and I want to give you that. That's the worst thing. I actually want to, but I can't afford to do it. So
I've come across it, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Hard, bro.
It's hard.
It's a hard thing to do.
Proper
bro.
hard, bro.
Like with my kids are something that come with me no matter what, everywhere I go now. So even if I've liked a girl, them convos, like you say, bro, they're hard, bro, because you actually like them, but you know you can't give them what they want as well, because I've met people that still got life to experience, and I know I can't give them a certain thing that they want. Man. And for me, it's like you said, bro, it's a hard convo. It hurts yourself. You know what I mean? It's not just the girl that gets hurt, bro.
Yeah. Do you know?
Us, man, I got feelings too.
Yeah, no, come
Trust
on, man.
me.
You know what I was gonna say? Yeah, you do. You do, man. You got.
He's gonna show me the bruises tomorrow on WhatsApp.
Do you know what I think? I must be difficult. Yeah. What I think must be difficult is a woman in a creative space, because, you know, for us as guys, like, let's say we take that position of like, no, we don't want to be in a relationship, and kind of like society kind of expects that from a man now. It's like, of course you want to be single. But I'm saying, imagine a woman in a creative space where she's like wanting to be in a relationship or wanting to find that one she loves. Like us, man, we want to find that right girl, but we can't afford to do it right now. Imagine you find a woman in that position, like, she's probably going to get a lot more judgment, looked at like a bit like a hoe. Like, oh, you're in this creative space, probably around all these man doing all this. No wonder you don't want to be in a relationship. But imagine her intentions and her feelings are just the same as ours, and she's just like, I'm just joking, bro. Like, I got no time for a man to like take me off my path. Can't come and fuck up my thing. Like, so she stays to herself, and then you got a bunch of man them looking at her like, no, she's a hoe. Like, that's fucked.
That's why they made Tinder. Girls on Tinder, bro. Sorry, I have to say it, but they are there for one thing only. G.
What's
they
that,
gas it.
I'm
Open for this relationship. Yeah, I'm not on them, but I'm saying the things I've seen. I used to be on them, but the things I've seen, bro, it's like,
no, I've used them.
The bio will say, ready for a relationship, want to settle down.
Yeah.
The only thing that's down is their head and the ass is up.
I'm not on the apps.
Nah, no more apps.
Bro. Nah, no more apps, bro.
No more app, no.
No, I've been on them before in the past.
I don't need them. You know what I mean, bro? Like, I'm not gonna lie.
The only ones I like,
better girls face to face.
100%, bro. 100%.
The
only
I get
ones
to choose when I want to go chat to them.
Yeah, man. And also, you got to remember, first impression is the most important thing. If a girl's going off my pictures, I'm not even much of a picture person, but I don't have mad pictures of me taken. I've got bare different photos. So if you meet me in person, that's the best way. But
100%.
Yeah, man, them apps are just, they're bait, bro. They're bait.
Trust me, catch me in person, I'm paying, you know.
Yeah, come on, man.
These cameras ain't helping me.
See me on. Like, imagine walking through central London and then there's like the girls being like, "Oh, I've seen him from Tinder."
No, not like that, bait. I don't mean it's like that. That's different because there's so many faces.
Like Tinder famous like that at one point.
Yeah.
I've completed Tinder, man. I think they offered him a Tottenham shirt with Tinder on the front.
Really? Shouts out to Cuzzy, man.
I like Raf, he's an animal.
Yeah, man. Look, those
Slayer,
apps
bro.
Are just, I think those apps are just, they take away from what an experience should be with a woman, bro. You should have to go and draw that woman face to face. You should have to do that. Like, man can just swipe like, like, I'll be real with you, bro. I swipe a woman, she looks good. I get on the phone, I'm dead. Like, and she's got a girl pulling right now.
That's all the gal that are hearing this right now. I've seen him still on the apps. He's still got them.
Trust. She let it ring out. I'll leave it. It's cool.
Them unprofessional, man. Look, he's coming. He's fucking psyching.
I told you put it on D&D, bro. Come on, man.
Yeah. Who was it?
Oh,
Danny.
Series channel.
So, like, in this day and age, as a man pursuing a passion, or as a man just generally, is there, when you have to pay such prices for rent or mortgage, or, you know, the cost of living is so high, where does love fit in, like, as a priority? Like,
Say again, sorry, brother. I was trying to do the hardware.
In this day and age where the price
DIY.
where the cost of living is so high,
Yes.
and people have to, especially living in London, you have to make a certain amount of money to just survive. How important is love? Like, is there a place for love anymore?
Yeah, but some people see that as I need a girl because I want to live with someone and be able to afford it. So some people sacrifice their actual happiness to be a status or something. That to say I live with my woman. Like that.
Yeah,
But it's
man.
not. But this day and age is the most divorces, quickest divorces as well. Like people getting together, getting married, and then getting divorced. It's like
Over 70%.
But it's that like this day and age is known for that. So girls as well, men, all of us. But they rush into things because of the status of it. Like
There's benefits,
one girl got married, so the best friend 2 weeks later gets proposed to.
Fact.
But people known each other for a year or 2 years.
Social pressures,
Do you know what I mean?
that,
And they're engaged now and stuff. It's like, are you mad? You don't even know that person, bro. Like 2 years.
Yeah, man.
Are you like that in love? Really?
Yeah.
All it takes is a few bad arguments a few months later and split.
I recently had a situation where
50-50.
I was seeing this girl for a while, and I really liked her because she was giving me a place where I could feel like I could trust women again. Because you guys know I've gone out with girls from like babe station background, adult work kind of backgrounds. Quite a lot of that. I do love a stripper a little bit. I'm not gonna lie.
He's a tipper.
T-Pain.
He's a tipper.
So I'm mad at you.
He's a tipper. But I really like this girl because she kind of offered me a place where I could rebuild my trust in relationships. And you know, we weren't seeing each other, but like I was being very loyal to her. Which is nice for me. As I say, I'm pursuing my dream, innit? My goals. I don't really need to see girls regular like that. I don't even enjoy it how I used to. So I was enjoying just them once every week, once every 2 weeks, linking up. And I was rebuilding my trust. Like, oh, you can have a girl that's really into you. And then recently I saw she was messaging someone else.
Right? But what, like?
Nothing deep. Sending him love heart eyes. He didn't respond. He's a famous guy, bro. He's sending love heart eyes, and I ended up seeing it. Bro, how did that make me feel, fam?
I hear it. How did it make you feel?
Just like, what's the point in all this?
Yeah.
Because I'm being real. I'm being honest with people. I'm not cheating. I'm not talking to other people. And bro, I'll be honest with you, not on an arrogant thing. My DMs are mad. My TikTok DMs are mad. My Insta DMs are mad.
Yeah.
And I'm ignoring everything.
Out of respect.
Not just that, because I'm not really into it anyway. I don't like, you know, especially when you come out the Big Brother house, you don't want to meet any Tom, Dick and Harry. You're scared they're going to video you while you're sleeping. I'm not saying you're a celebrity like that, but
I get it, matter. You got to be careful, fam.
There's even more reason to just
get that consent. Always.
Bring it down.
Yeah.
So then I saw that, and I'm like, I think a lot of guys like me, we get a lot of stick for like wanting to be single, but a lot of people don't understand. You know, we don't just wake up wanting to be single. Yeah, it's like people take the piss.
Yeah, you're right.
And then you put yourself in a situation like, why am I going to go through that again? Yeah. And I just gave it a go.
Yeah.
And then that happened, and it's like, if you make me the villain, you can't blame me for being what you deem as a villain, because I'm out there now without wanting to love. I'm trying.
100%.
100%. You know? And it's like, a lot of people look at me sometimes, they think, oh, you're a fuckboy, or you're this, or you're that. And it's like, brother, you know how much heartbreak I've been through? Do you know how much people have let me down?
Yeah, word.
Like, do you ever consider the fact that a lot of people that are doing their thing, whether it's they're using the guise of they're following their dream or they just don't want a relationship, they've been through shit, fam.
Fact.
And what I get tired of is sometimes people like making me feel bad because I don't want a relationship. Like, you're not considering what I've been through in my life, and everyone deserves a personalized consideration. If you're going to judge them, you need to be dipping into my whole fucking history in my opinion. Don't be looking at me like I'm a bad guy because I don't want love or rate love. You don't know my whole background. So
100%,
just
man.
lower your gaze. Stop looking at me like you think you know me. You don't. It's like everyone's different. And the main point with life is that people need to start understanding everyone is different.
Yeah.
If you get a group of 10 men that say they don't want relationships, they're not all fuckboys. They've all been through something very different that's led them there.
Yeah.
So sometimes I think, you know, there's just a new thing for me where I've been loyal. I've been loyal for ages, bro. Since my last relationship was 8 years ago, I was loyal for 3 years. On Big Brother, I went on there, I said, I haven't been loyal in the past. I've cheated in the past. Yeah, because I'm an honest person. I'm going to tell you the truth. I got some stick for that. But people need to know I've been loyal from my last relationship, which was an.
But they will pursue it as like, oh, once you've cheated, you can never be loyal.
Yeah.
I hate that, bro.
But bro,
I hate that.
What do you want? Someone's gonna sit there and lie to you, or someone's gonna tell you the truth and say they're grown.
Yeah, word.
My point is, a lot of the people that you might judge or label as fuckboys or whatever, well, they've been through shit. Maybe they don't want to talk about fam. The girl of their dreams was talking to their best friend. The girl they liked back in the day ignored them.
Yeah. 100%.
A lot of trauma that goes behind someone.
But because we're men, we're meant to be
yeah.
solid. We're meant to never have hurt. We're meant to not have emotions.
Yeah.
Take it on the
And
chin,
we're meant to be
son.
accountable for everything. It's like, bro, we're human just like you.
Yeah.
Like.
And man might not even be aware of it, bro.
But the worst thing is like when we have moments with girls, we get judged upon it as like, okay, girls get judged, oh, if they get, you know, they're sleeping with so many men, they're classed as hoes and this and that, whatever. But when a man does it, and like you said, you get that title, the fuck boy or this and that, it's like, what goes through my head is like, how you calling someone a fuck boy when you need the girl to fuck, to be that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So
Exactly.
It's a two-way street.
Yeah.
Like,
And girls,
I'm not fucking myself. I'm not. Do you know what I mean? Like you're giving me that title, so obviously girls are more than down for it. Like you're giving me that title, but
I think deep
it takes
down,
two. Do you know what I mean?
girls rate it. That's why they hate. And if they don't rate it, I think girls maybe downplay the game it takes to actually like. And it depends what type of caliber of woman you're dealing with, bro. Like if you're dealing with and no disrespect to anyone, but there's certain types of classes of women, bro. Let's be real. If you're dealing with a low caliber type of woman, there's no being proud in that, doing your thing, whatever. That can be considered like fuckboy, you're just sleeping with any Tom, Dick, and Harry. But if you're selective and you're saying, I only like a type of woman, I'm very picky on hygiene, I'm very picky on certain things. If you're sleeping with certain types of women, I think like, bro, it deserves even to say like an amount of respect, bro, because these girls aren't dickheads. It's like it's downplaying a girl's thing as well, like by saying you're a fuckboy, you're just sleeping with anyone. It's like, what, do you not rate her? Like she's a serious girl, you know. For her to even sleep with me shows that I'm a serious guy too. Like, so just because I don't want a relationship don't mean I'm not serious.
Yeah.
I'm honest enough to tell you
That's what I'm saying.
I'm so serious that I'm telling you from the jump I don't want a relationship, so we can even build upon that. And like, I just don't like it when I see girls like throw shade towards women that maybe I've been with or I've dealt with because they're like, well, you're not a serious guy because you don't want a relationship. And I'm like, well, don't make her a hoe because she was dealing with me and I didn't want a relationship. We knew what the terms were.
Connection,
like, we had an agreement. Like
it was mutual.
It was a relationship just of our terms and conditions, like not yours and not the world's terms and conditions. So call it what you like. I just hate when women do that, bro. Yeah. Situationship, whatever you want to call it, innit? For real.
Situation,
yeah, man. For
personal.
Real. And a relationship should be that, bro. Everyone should make their own rules and regulations. The world should not tell you how to act and be, oh, this is how you should be. That's what social media does. As a man, you should do this. You should take your girl out and pay.
You see all of them motivational things pop up.
Like that, man.
Mental,
I'll probably do that.
When was the last time a girl actually asked you to open the door, like the car door for her? Don't get me wrong, I got manners, bro. Like parents raised me correct. My grandma, everything, bro. Yeah. So for me, it's like I've opened doors for girls when we go out. You know, even a stranger, I'm going into Tesco or wherever it is, I'm push the door first. My corner shop, I do the same thing.
Yeah.
No matter who it is. But girls these days expect a guy to be a type of way, but they wouldn't even realize when you don't do that stuff for them because they're so caught up in their own shit and like trying to be this type of person. Girls don't value themselves like they used to anymore. It's like, unless they're getting they will value 100 likes on a photo than the man saying, like, opening that door. They ain't going to remember that night. They'll be like, guess what? You know that photo I took earlier? We got 100 likes. And she's not going to go back and be like, oh, he was so romantic. He left the door open for me. He did that. She's not talking about that. You know what I mean? Like, that's the type of, was it civilization we're in?
Yeah,
that's the
society,
word?
Like,
society. That's it. That's the society we're in.
Yeah, I actually don't think in this day and age there's any room for love no more, bro.
No?
It's a small percent.
But what makes you say that, though?
I just feel like it's all a fallacy, like it's all a dream. It's all an old way of looking at life that we're kind of like wishing for. But I think it's gone, bro.
But don't you think you can like create your community and your culture around you? So if you choose to live in that space,
I think there's a new love.
Yeah.
It's not the way that way it used to be.
Okay.
And I think a lot of lines are being blurred.
Mm-hmm.
Old lines, traditional lines are being blurred. And it's a new love, bro. It's a love which is disposable.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe it's a love that's gonna grow into something of loving yourself more than anything, and people understanding that love is most important now.
Yeah.
And I think people are gonna see that more and more, bro. Especially with the price of rent and mortgage going up and everything. It's like love don't
Marchie's
pay the
running
bills.
for mayor, bro.
Love don't pay the bills, fam. Love, in fact, love
bro.
will stop you
heavy
paying the
bill.
bills.
Love will stop you paying the bills.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I think that it's all an. It's
Love will
all
make you Klarna it, bro.
Yeah, love will make you plan it.
Literally, I think it's
Big up
all.
Klarna.
It's all
Trust me, cuz.
a great idea, you know, being there, hugging up, and whispering sweet nothings into each other's ears, and changing the bed sheet so it smells sweet, and lighting the candles. Who's paying the rent?
I think like just to like expand on your point, yeah. Just so
True.
the people know innit, because I know what you're saying, but I want to make sure they know. It's like I think the difficulty is that it's enjoyable to lay in bed with a girl. You know, it's enjoyable to spend
Easy.
days. It's enjoyable to go on holiday. It's like the man didn't want to do that, but to say I'm not going to do that is a sacrifice, and I think people need to know that, because a lot of people look at it like, oh, you're single because you just want to do this, do that, as you were saying, but it's like it's a choice. It is, you know, you might even prefer to lay in bed with your girl than get up and go studio sometimes, right? Gym, whether that's gym, pod, whatever. Like, so you got to be able to make a choice, and it makes it harder when the temptation's there.
Say if
so.
you're a bad man, yeah. How you do love? Go Iceland, get a steak, $3.99.
Mhm.
You marinate that, salt and pepper. Yeah.
Yeah.
Tender stem broccoli, $1.99. Yeah.
UG.
You get that steak, you half it.
Half it.
Wow.
She gets half the steak, you get half the steak.
I'm
you
done.
split the tender stems. That's £5.
What's that called? Michelin?
Each meal.
This
Giving
is
them a
your
Michelin
definition
meal.
of love.
I'm getting there.
Okay.
No wine, straight tap water.
Alhamdulillah.
For me, I'll have it every hand. She is having tap water.
Not even Ribena in a glass to make it look like wine.
No.
Jeez.
You put on film 4.
Film 4?
No
Does that
Netflix.
even exist? It's still going film 4.
It is. It's hard.
That's it.
Don't
Wow.
disrespect.
No
I ain't gonna lie,
Netflix.
they got Steven Seagal, bro. He's a big actor, bro.
Film 4 is the best.
They do
You
bare
go
his
sleep.
movies.
You wake up 5 in the morning. You set your alarm. You're a bad man. Your body clock's waking you up. You go gym.
She's still in the bed.
She's still asleep.
Cool.
I'm home. 6:15.
What's she doing at 6:15?
She's in bed still. She's
Still in bed.
on.
Done.
Wow.
Resume cuddle.
Half leg out.
Resume
thong
cuddle.
on.
Resume cuddle. Till 7:30.
Yeah.
At 7:30, till I've got football.
Match of the day, cuz.
You're the only one that makes me feel like when I'm